Hi everybody, it's Paul with the PB&G Home Group. Gabi is actually behind the camera at the moment, and there's the thumb. It's been a bit since we did a live video. We had that little hurricane thing that went through and kind of disrupted our schedule, but we are back and wanted to answer a question in lieu of doing our fishbowl this week that's coming up for real for a lot of our neighbors right now who are filing insurance claims. And that is, where are the major places to file your insurance claims? The first one is you got to go to your primary carrier. So assuming that you have homeowners insurance, wind and hail insurance, flood insurance, you need to start there. Because this was generally a wind-related incident, our preferred insurance partner has suggested that you start with your wind and hail policy. They're actually the kickoff, and they will coordinate with your homeowners insurance and flood insurance as needed. But start with your wind and hail policy first so you can get in line to get an adjuster out here. Second, we have FEMA assistance. We are in a federal disaster area, which does make us eligible for FEMA insurance as well. Those claims would be made on the FEMA site and really are designed for primary residences that either are not insured at all or are underinsured for the size of the claim. So I'm going to go to notes here so that I actually give you the accurate information. The housing assistance will cover lodging, rental assistance, repair and replacement of your primary home, and new home construction if you need it. And again, there are restrictions to this, so you should be looking at the FEMA website. The requirements are that you be in a disaster area, federally declared, which we have been. You have no insurance or have filed an insurance claim, but the damage for all your losses is not covered, and the affected home is your primary home. For those folks who happen to live on the island or you're on the mainland and it's a second home or a vacation property, chances are you will not be eligible for FEMA assistance. The third option is one that surprises a lot of people, and that is the Small Business Administration. The Small Business Administration has disaster loans available, again, once an area has been determined to be a federal disaster area. Homeowners may apply for up to $200,000 to repair or replace their primary residence to its pre-disaster condition. That means that if you're looking to go from vinyl flooring to hardwoods or tiles, ain't gonna work. But they will give you a like for like as part of the loan. Now keep in mind, this is a loan, this is not an insurance policy. However, it is low interest, and you can get the details on it on the Small Business Administration website. It is considered a disaster loan. So if you want to look it up on Google, it's SBA for Small Business Administration, disaster loans. It will also, you can also actually get an increase up to the $200,000 max to do property improvements to make you more storm resistant for the next time around. They'll actually basically give you an additional 20% as long as it maxes out at the $200,000 maximum. In addition, renters can get some help with this as well. Renters and homeowners alike may borrow up to $40,000 to replace damaged or destroyed personal property, such as clothing, furniture, appliances, and automobiles. Now, if y'all have an RV sitting in your backyard or a really nice boat, that won't qualify for it. This is actually things that are considered important personal property. Also, if you have something like an antique in the home that got damaged, they're not going to cover that either. But this will take care of the majority of your personal property. So again, I'm just scratching the surface here. It really is on you to go and double check to see if any of these are applicable to you. These are in the order that you should be doing them. First step, contact your primary insurance carriers and start with your wind and hail policy. Second one is, if you are eligible, file a claim with FEMA. Once you have done that, you may be referred to the Small Business Administration by FEMA. So that's the order that you want to look at these in. If you have any questions on this stuff, please feel free to reach out via private message to me. I'd be happy to assist you with any research that you got. But thought this might be kind of apropos given what's going on around us today. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much.